exactly. Okay, here we go. This is it. Player intros. Do you want to do one? I do one.
I don't know where your camera will be, so.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll be in the top right. So spawning up here in the top right of 2,000 atmospheres, we have the man with the smoothest voice. If anybody knows, he's got a Caribbean accent. It's absolutely the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life. He is P-Goose Spawn. And then you're good to go if you want to do the other.
Okay. I don't have anything fancy to say. So on the here on the bottom left in the green we have P-Goose Dusty the Zerg.
Ooh. Yeah, these guys kind of just like recently joined the old clan. This clan wasn't even made by me. It was made by a buddy way back in the day in like 2011. And I don't know, it just sat dormant for so long. I'm like, I don't plan on really doing anything with this, you know. But now it's starting to be a thing, you know. Yeah. It's like an extension of the Discord specifically for Starcraft. So if anybody's interested in joining, they can. Open invitation.
Yeah. So I totally missed this because introductions, but we already have a 12 pool.
Yeah. So this is one of the things where I didn't want to give it away too much, but it was kind of the thing that we had been practicing at one point. Dusty is a relatively new player. I think they only have a few ladder matches altogether. They might have done some co-op. But really, like, their versus experience is pretty limited. So I think, yeah, that is a wall, right, for spawn? It looks like it is. You got the cyber core up. It might be worth getting a zealot out. That's kind of a common response, is get the zealot, chrono it out. If he doesn't and the lings get through and kill that pylon, it can be game ending damage. So we'll have to see how that goes. Behind this, we're seeing some drones. We're getting the gas, so this is where things are gonna start looking a little bit weird, you know. Like, you want to get the gas, and then you want to keep the pressure up, right? Gas is for speed. Oh, it looks like he's not gonna get the wall off. This actually might be game-ending damage, as I mentioned before. He's gonna try and complete the wall, but can't quite get around the Zerglings. That pylon's going down. He's kind of getting a little greedy here with that Nexus and making no units, right? The shield battery goes down, but there's no units.
Well, he's got a wall now. If he holds up the probes, he might be able to recover.
Yeah, that's a huge move, and honestly, that's not something I would have expected to see out of a gold. Is being able to recognize that is the key, right? Make sure that you can put that wall up, repower the gateway, and he's holding up with the probes. He did lose a bit. Total of 8 probes going down, but it looks like he'll be okay for now.
Okay. So yeah, if you look at the income graph, the Zerg's definitely ahead. You're just like 800 minerals a minute. Protoss is like 600.
Yeah. Is there a hotkey for that as well, just to bring that window up?
Yeah, you just press I.
Oh, isn't there like another one, like a fancy one with the lines on it?
I'm not sure about that one. I think that's like a casting thing.
Oh yeah, there goes my prep. That's
yeah,
something I should have done probably. Okay, so Spawn's got the adapt coming now. It looks like he'll be safe. If it's me and I knew that someone 12 pooled, again, it's a bit different up in Diamond, but if it's me, I'm popping down a shield battery no matter what, just in case they continue to flood lings. That is something that is very hard to hold, even as a Diamond Protoss, let alone down here in Gold. Again, having that shield battery not only helps keep your adept alive, but it can also keep the pylon alive as well. But it looks like he'll be fine. Pops down another gate, which he has to do part of the build anyways. Behind this, if I'm Dusty, if I open up with some kind of aggressive build like a 12 pool, I want people to think that I'm going to continue making lings, and then behind it I'm just going to mass drones, and you kind of get an advantage that way. Taking it faster and then just droning up your main and your natural, and then maybe hitting with a mid-game push or something. But right here it looks like it's kind of a balance of both things. There's more lings, and I don't think they're going to be as effective as they were, especially with that shield battery going down now. We also don't have speed even begun, but we do have a roach warrant on the way, so it's possible that Dusty could say, all right, I'm all in with roaches, and we'll see what kind of damage I can get done.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about that. The Zerg, he had an economic lead, but now the Protoss has taken over because he's been building probes, and the Zerg just kept building Zerglings. So yeah, he's droning now, but I think it might be a little late, and so Protoss is caught up.
Right. And behind this we have an Oracle, and I taught him this last night. Not that he wouldn't have already done this probably, but that is a important unit to have in defending these ling all-ins. is the Oracle, and it looks like he's getting that. He's also sending an Adept across the map as well, kind of just to keep tabs on how many drones there are, you know, can I expect more lings coming in. We don't see any sentries as well. That's another tool for the Protoss here. It doesn't look like he necessarily has enough gas income. Maybe saturating the gases in his main and natural and then doing something like that. But regardless, we see the Adept here. He's gonna scout around. I think he's gonna finish the Shade. It doesn't look like there's anything back here to defend, and at the very least he can kind of count the drones that way and see that, okay, he's not fully aggressively investing into economy. You know, he's probably got some units on the map, which he does. The Oracle comes in as well into the main, gets a few kills, 3. We're seeing a Baneling nest go down as well. This is where the ladder inexperience is starting to come in, where it looks like it's a mix of all 3 units, but we're not even seeing the roaches and we're not seeing the Banelings yet. But the option is there for Dusty for sure. We don't see any more drones being made as well, so it might just be just units from here on out. I'd like to see a bit more gas out of them if they're going to go Banelings and roaches, but we'll see if that happens. Oh, here's a Baneling bust actually at the front.
That wall should be able to hold it there. The cyber core is a little exposed, but
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that was a good attempt. That was a solid attempt, and you keep in mind you have to manually target with the shield battery. It's not just automatically gonna heal the building shields. You have to actually issue that command yourself. A bit more gas would help this push for sure, and then a bunch of lings. Everything at the back has to kind of get there before these Banelings go in as well. Otherwise, they can just rebuild the wall. So shift I, I'm being told. There we go. That's nice. Oh, and then Adept kind of soaking a bit of damage there. Perhaps even getting another Baneling. No, only 1. Yeah. Oh, the Oracle comes out. That's going to spell disaster for this. Yeah, it's kind of a desperation move at this point.
Very nice.
Yeah, that is just
it looked like he target fired the Banelings with his Oracle.
Yeah, that's correct. Very good. Very good. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm honestly shocked by. Not shocked, but just pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, unexpected gold.
Exactly, yeah. Like gold back in the day was like, okay, these people don't have build orders, you know, they're not target firing stuff. That's more like advanced things, you know.
Yeah.
But it's been good. It's been really good. We're getting a Warp Prism coming out for spawn as well. So
yeah, maybe we can ferry units out of his base because he's
exactly. We played a game last night where he built. Remember, I was talking about those 4 Adepts and 3 DTs. He had no warp gate, and the wall looked kind of something like this, and he had to manually rally them out, and there was no robo, so he got DTs on the map, but they kind of had to be rallied out of the gateways. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. For reference, for any future Protosses that are watching this, it is worth it to kill the pylon. Just build another one. You can't really, you don't have the attention to ferry units in and out of your base throughout the entire game. So just kill a pylon. It's worth it.
That's correct. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how many games I played where I have like Archons stuck in my main because you know, like the gap wasn't big enough or something. Also, another thing here, if you have Oracles and you're attacking a undefended third base like this, you can actually target larva, and people don't necessarily think of that, but it actually does a lot of damage to larva for sure. Where normally attacks wouldn't really do much to it, they are considered light units, so Oracles do get that bonus damage.
Oh, Commander. Commander third.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna see some units get ferried out, but I guess he's just playing it safe. Kind of, I've seen that a few times out of him. A couple of the games we played, he did kind of hide some Nexus or like proxy Stargate stuff. Oracle's coming into the main. Actually, I missed something terrible observing, but I'm pretty sure we must have had a unless he just tried to run his drones and just clicked on the hatch, he might have dropped a stasis ward into the main. It looks like all of these drones are going to go down because that is 75 energy on that Oracle, and there's nothing to stop it. There's a Queen at the natural coming in. We're getting a proxy hatch as well, also at the 12 o'clock position. He's going to run his Adepts back. Oh, the Oracle! Oh my god, it almost goes down. The Queen goes down. There's another Queen coming though, so realistically he could defend with that. He's probably going to lose that Oracle. Yep. We're 21 drones short, 23 drones short. That's 3 more Oracles coming to the natural. This is huge damage. Another thing I think we're going to find with these games is there's going to be game-ending damage, but the games are going to continue on, which is what it is, right? But I think Dusty's last hope is this northern position up here. Maybe he can kind of rebuild. I think since Spawn knows about it, he's probably just gonna rally some units out there and deal with that. There's not too much there defending.
Yeah, they we had Spawn build a second second starport earlier. Yeah, he's going to Void Rays now. So.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh no, no. Okay.
Oh, Spawn's
if
opting
only
to
he knew
go.
about that base.
Yeah, he's gonna go take down the main and natural, I guess. Actually, we're getting a lot more drones coming back now. So this is the kind of stuff where if it's left unchecked, Zerg can honestly get back into the game. You know, if a Protoss is playing too far back, Zerg can make drones really quickly. There's two probes in the War Prism as well. Build cannons. Build cannons. Let's see them.
Make shield batteries.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know if he has a forge. Oh, he actually might be. So a little trick. You don't even need the pylons. I know he might move the War Prism, but as long as you have the War Prism active, you can throw shield batteries down as if there was a pylon covering that area. Just a little tip for those people unaware. We do see some Hydras out of Dusty, but I think that might be it. We are going to see some Roaches move into the natural, though. That shield battery is holding strong. Let's just check.
See if we see the super battery.
Yeah. Ooh, the Oracles are coming back. He does see it, so he's aware. Main army is going into the main of Dusty. These Void Rays have now joined up. Yeah, so the Oracles are going to clean that up. There is a unit back in the wall. This looks to be pretty over. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a GG coming out here pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Zerg was actually in good position with his 12 pull at the start, but he just kept building Zerglings when he should have droned, and so he lost his advantage.
Yeah. But I think given the ranks of these players, I know that we have, you know, we've seen a Masters 3 border out of Dusty. I think that might just be some kind of ladder glitch. They are relatively new. And so given their ranks, I think Dusty did a great job, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. This game was actually quite solid.
Oh yeah. 12 more drones going down. We got 2 queens in a dream and a proxy hatch turned main base. Which
looks like Spawn's taking into Fleet Beacon.
Oh yeah. And he's got his 3rd Stargate going. I think I can't remember. I'd have to check the notes. I'm pretty sure he's very anti Stargate play. He's not typically an air toss kind of guy, but it's working here for sure. There's not really much. Oh, he's actually hitting both locations at the same time. Yeah, that's gonna be GG. All right, game 1 in the books. It's going to Spawn.
That's a pretty good first game, I think.
Right? I think so too.
Okay, and our next map is going to be Blackburn.
Yeah. Okay. It's pretty good. Just taking a look at the graphs here out of curiosity. I want to see the resource collection rate. Yeah, it didn't look like Dusty got the chance to get too far ahead after that 12 pull. As you were saying, it would have been a good idea for them to mass up some drones, kind of, you know, put some pressure on, keep the Protoss on his back foot a little bit, and then take the map. But that's unfortunate that it didn't occur really. But still, like, you know, Spawn is already kind of on the back foot with this matchup specifically, so kind of adding that initial pressure in the first game can kind of set the tone for the rest of the series as well, right?
Yeah, that's true. It will be interesting to see what Spawn goes with for this next game.
Yeah.
If he decides to continue playing macro, or if he tries some proxy or counter rush.
Right. It'd be interesting to see some aggression out of him too, because even if they go with a 12 pool again, Dusty, then he can kind of almost have units ready for that, you know? I'd like to see a bit more aggression out of him, but I think he's more comfortable in the mid and late game. Especially if you're playing against a newer player, the longer the game goes, the more you're able to keep up and the less that they are. So we might see a bit of that too. Okay. First water of the night. It's gonna be a long one. Less long than before, but still a long one.
Did we see any spore crawlers from Dusty in that last game?
We did not, no. In fact, in some of the games that we were playing last night to prepare, I think that's what happened is they had some air units come in and they were kind of curious as to how to defend that. It was basically exactly as you saw, just drones dying to oracles, and there wasn't really much that they could do. The difference would be having those spores, like you say. I mean, he tried with the queens to defend, but not really much queens can do, especially if they're kind of out there alone versus one oracle or two. In fact, one oracle versus one queen, the oracle does win, I'm pretty sure.
One oracle. Okay, I actually don't know that.
Yeah, I've had that interaction a couple times when you send the oracle to the third. Sometimes they'll have a queen waiting there, and then if there's no spore, you kind of just immediately target the queen. If there's no drones, right, you can run by and kill a couple drones, or you can target the queen right down. But you kind of have to start focusing right away, because the queen's kind of automatically going to attack right away, and you got to be quick on it. Okay, we're just gonna see if the players are ready to go, and then we'll hop in.
Blackburn will be an interesting map too. So.
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna see some air stuff. There is the slow zones for the air units, but you are close by air, right? So you can kind of go right across. I don't know if he'll open up with an oracle again. He might. I think he defaults to, as I mentioned, like ground styles, but usually 2 adapts. So I wonder if we'll see that, like a 2 gate opener, double adapt pressure.
It might be it's possible we might also see some like Twilight into Robo, get a Warp Prism, like a Stalker push or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, not me. I don't want to play. Okay, good to go. Game number 2.
Let's see if we see some hidden gold-based cheeses too.
Yeah, that is an option for sure. I don't know if you saw that game. I can't remember who was playing it, but basically someone took a proxy hatch, but they also went to the enemy's gold with it on the opposite side, while another Zerg was taking that very same gold. And we had 2 hatches on the opposite side of that same gold. It was wild. That was an insane game. I think it was in GSL, but
yeah, I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see anything crazy like that, but I'm sure that one will take a gold. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see him try at least. Okay, spawning over here in the bottom right side of Blackburn, we have Pigu's spawn.
Alright, and then on the bottom left, currently down 1-0, we have Pigu's Dusty.
As you see the sweet little purple goose logo there. Fun fact, I made that from the old Twitter logo, and I like inverted the colors to get that border. And then it was some like MS Paint stuff. I was like busting out the Photoshop skills back in the day.
Yep.
Okay. Looks pretty standard so far. I don't see a 12 pull out of Dusty.
Yep.
I haven't seen much of their play beyond the 12 pull, so I don't know what to expect if they're not 12 pulling. I do know that they will have a bit more of an economic advantage early on by not 12 pulling. And I think, as I mentioned before, setting the tone in that game, we already have Spawn going with 2 gates right off the bat. But I did mention that he might do some double adept pressure stuff anyways, but even still, he's already kind of in Spawn's head, like, I gotta watch myself, I can't get too greedy here. And then on a map like Blackburn, you can almost take advantage of that, as we mentioned with that gold, right?
Yes, yeah, that's very true, yeah. You can play very greedy on this map.
Yeah. Full wall. We're seeing
Double
full
power
wall
wall.
spawn. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely going to delay the Nexus.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we might see, because Dusty was playing a bit of a more economic opener, we might see that advantage go in their favor. However, we are seeing a second gas being taken right now, so
Yeah, we'll see.
again, that it's a surprise, because you never know if they plan on using that second gas, or if they're, you know, going to tech the roaches and then go with some Ravagers or something, or if it is just purely like, well, it's there, so I have to take it, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so last game we were seeing some pretty high level mechanics. Now it looks like we're seeing some big brain mind games.
Yeah. Oh, we see the adapts, and they are going to move out.
One of his stalkers is supply block.
Yeah, I see that. Oh no.
This is interesting. He's just not taking a natural. Is he just doing a one base all in?
It could be, yeah.
But that should be on 4 gateways, so we'll see.
Right. If it were me, I'm canceling that one stalker and I'm going for that Nexus right off the bat. But
yeah, looks like he's going for it. So yeah, it's possible he was just very afraid of the 12 pool. Just want to make sure he had that wall.
Yeah.
These adepts should be able to get a good amount. I don't think we have any Zerglings.
Yeah, there's
we
also
have 2.
no
We have
drones
2
to really take advantage of either, to be totally honest. So it might just be 2 adepts fighting a queen here. We are seeing the Roach Warren go down. But behind that, Spawn does have stalkers behind it. Stalkers are pretty good against the roaches. Yeah, okay, these adepts are into the main now. They're going to be doing some drone damage here. The queen is working away at 1, so and 2 links. Spawn taking out that initial adept. That second one is also going to go down as well, so only 4 drones lost. It could have been a lot worse. And the Nexus does go down behind it for Spawn. This is an opportunity here for Dusty to kind of decide what they want to do. They have a lot of larvae pulled up. They need some overlords to be able to make use of them, though. So right now they're going across the map with a handful of lings, but it won't really do too much against 2 stalkers in a wall. Oh, we're seeing a bunch of overlords coming out. 3 Ovies coming out.
Quick question for you. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I've noticed in the chat. I did turn you up a little bit. Hopefully in 3 minutes we can kind of see if that did anything. But I can hear you perfectly fine. I don't know if it's quiet for anybody else, but.
Okay, yeah, just wondering. I got a couple messages saying they couldn't really hear me very well, so.
That's weird. Yeah, I did make an adjustment probably about a minute and a half ago, so we'll see if it's better.
Okay, yeah, we'll see.
If it isn't, people in chat, please let me know, and we'll go from there. But, Dusty's taking the 3rd. Oh, this is the kind of stuff that's really risky as a Protoss when you send units out, especially if you don't have Warp Gate. That's kind of, I was assuming he was going air, but you kind of still want some Warp Gate stuff here. Especially if Dusty were to just, pull the trigger and make a bunch of units and head across. There is no shield battery.
Oh, Nidus Swarm.
Oh, yeah, that's right. In the main, in the back there. Ooh, and he does have an Ovi in position in the back. The Stalker hasn't noticed yet.
Yeah, that Overlord was the first one over. I sent over at the start of the game.
Yeah. There's also an Overseer in the natural as well. That could make its way over there. It doesn't look like there's any units being used to defend that 3rd base by Dusty. I don't know if they're going to cancel. They probably should at this point, just to be able to get that cash. Yeah, the Overseer is making its way over as well.
And we just had Glaives to start too, so looks like Spawn might be going for the Glaive Adept build. But that's going to hit later than the Nidus Swarm, so we'll have to see that play out first.
Okay, we got 4 roaches in there. Oh god, these adepts are doing a lot of damage. Queens are defending pretty well. I'd like to see another shade into the main. There we go. Okay,
nice.
Maybe run it back, run it back. Okay, good micro, good micro. Oh, blocked by the Vespine guys are there, but still able to get the 1 adept into the main. So 8 more drones going down. Looking at the income graph, yeah, definitely, even though he started a bit late with his natural Swan, definitely in the lead. Oh my god, that Nidus is going down though. Oh my god, I'd like to see the rally and these queens go towards that Nidus so that he can pop all these units out. Oh, it's happening right now.
Yeah, Spawn does not see the Nidus. Spawn's looking at the Zerg's natural right now, macroing his stalkers.
Yeah, and these 2 queens can technically transfuse to keep themselves alive here. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. 1 queen goes down. There's 1 queen left, and the main is being evacuated by Spawn. Oh my god, the probes are turning to fight 1 Zergling. Oh, it might not want to do that when there's a bunch of...
Oh
Roaches.
man, Dusty's gonna disable the Stargate, and then the word's gonna get stuck.
Yeah, this is huge. This is absolutely huge. We have three.
This might game winning.
Yes, we do have 3 gates, and warp gate did finish. So we could start warping in some units and maybe get some shield batteries down to deal with that. But it looks like it's gonna be a full base evacuation. Put a classic Nexus in the corner. That's what he loves to do. The natural has gone down for Dusty. And oh my god. Okay, the Oracle's coming in. Queens aren't going to transfuse, so it looks like and good micro pulls back on that Oracle. So the Queen retargets onto the one with shields or more health. And all these drones are going to go down. Oh my god. I'd like to see some units warped in here. Even though he's got a pretty big army on the other side of the map, I'd like to see a bit more defense to protect his natural, because here come these roaches and lings and drones. He might even just take over his main. Who knows?
Yeah, take the main. Yeah.
If I'm Dusty, I'm killing these pylons. Exactly. That's what's happening. That's good. A shield battery does go down. These stalkers actually, the Sim City's kind of helping because stalkers have a bit longer range, so they can pick away at some of these units. Oh, and we're seeing some Ravagers coming out here. That can be a useful tool when you're getting hit. You can morph individual roaches into Ravagers to kind of save them. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, but these 2 stalkers are going to go down. That pylon is going to get targeted by the biles as well. And these probes are saying, I'm out of here. We have a base up in the top right you don't know about. As I kill your main, you have nothing left. It might even just be right down to the buildings. If you kill all the buildings, Dusty might be out of this game.
Yeah. The Nidus Swarm does count as a building, though, so he should be able to protect that.
That's correct. That's correct. So he's going to have to find a way to get those units into the main past these roaches and Ravagers. Oh, okay. The Zealot goes down. All right.
Oh, here comes the Oracle. This Oracle might clean it up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, let's see. Ah, man.
Oh, man. Out of energy.
Yep.
Oh, almost out of energy. 3, 2, 1. Okay, 2 roaches left. That's pretty much a cleanup. Realistically, he can probably even recall this army, which I don't know if we'll see that happen, but he could do that. There is just 2 buildings left, a hatchery in the main that's being built, and a Zealot's being warped in. This is good because the shield battery is still there, so that Zealot can actually do a surprising amount, especially with the battery overcharge. Are we gonna see it? Oh, I don't know that Dusty has anything to come back here.
No, yeah, and with these stalkers, that's gonna be it.
That's right. Okay, the last 2 units are going down here.
The 2 drones might get away.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, spawn and didn't A move, so those 2 drones are.
Oh my god, there's another 2 coming up too.
Oh, he's attacking the Nexus up north, but
oh my god,
he doesn't have money for any buildings. So. Yep.
Okay.
GG. The Nidus Swarm doesn't count as a building. Okay, I was wrong.
I thought it would have too.
Yeah, I guess not.
Today we learned.
Well, that was 2-0 for Death or for Spawn.
Yeah, pretty decently quick 2-0 for Spawn there. Not seeing too lengthy of games yet. Perhaps games that have been over for a bit, but that's okay. It's still entertaining as hell. We got a bunch of people in chat hanging out. Hi guys. Put me in. I'm ready for the tourney. I don't know if you're part of the bracket. If you are, you've probably been removed already if you didn't make check-in. I'm sorry, but yeah. And most likely you're not part of the bracket and you're just doing that. But if you guys are interested, you can join the discussion in the Discord. Talk about it there if you want.
Do the players need to update their score?
I have to see how that works. I'm pretty sure it is up to them. I'd like to see how much I can get done with the admin commands here. But the bracket kind of already is a bit messed up, just based on the fact that Adrian J had to be removed and then it shuffled around the players. So this is mostly on me not really knowing how to navigate Matcherino, but this is really just a test run of this kind of stuff. So I will see if I can adjust it though. Yeah, it's not as easy as just dragging and dropping people, I wish. Okay, GG's, man.
Yeah, that was overall, I think, a good series. If the other series are like that, this will be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was pretty action packed. Let's just make sure that we got our next players ready to go here.
Are we? I guess we're going for Tactical Kanjiro Yuki.
Yeah, I think Aiden's ready, but we can give him a bit more time. Actually, just based on the way the bracket looks right now, we should probably do Aiden's group, just so that we can kind of hopefully get the semis accurate and then go from there, and then I can show the bracket again. But the Liquipedia one seems to be pretty good. We got a guy in admin there right now kind of updating it. Just let me find it.
Okay, yeah, the Maturino bracket is slightly off. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. It got shuffled around as soon as I got rid of.
I see.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll hop into the next match here, the next group.
Okay.
We'll just see if they're good to go.
Any real is my or does it look like my sound is doing better?
It's still good on my end. I'm not sure. Maybe if chat had mentioned something like that. I didn't see anything.
Okay. Should we get started with the map bans?
Yeah, I'll get the party set up in a sec. Just invite Aiden. Remove Dusty. Oops, remove spawn. Okay. And can you invite the other guy?
Yes.
Or suggest him. There we go, perfect. Okay, if you want to set that up, I'm just gonna take a look at something real quick.
Okay, I'll work with them to get it then. Okay, I'll let them know. Also, it looks like the sound's doing better, so.
Okay, perfect. Good to know.
Okay then, so maps are in progress. Looks like this is going to be a TVP. Yep, TVP, so.
TVP. What are you expecting? Do you have any insight going into it?
I think it really depends on how Aiden plays. I've never seen any of his games, but
Aiden's been doing pretty well. He's dropped a couple games to Arcvile and to Spawn, the guy we just saw play the Protoss. But he is a pretty solid player. I think he's also the type to shy away from air toss as well. Let me just see. Yeah, he likes he likes ground-based styles. I have a couple notes here. Cheesed in customs. He's also another type of Protoss where he's unafraid to mix in some cheesy stuff too. So we might see that. I don't know how their cheese defense is necessarily, but yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, this should definitely be interesting. I'm kind of expecting at least one longer macro game.
Yeah, okay, good.
Okay, so far we have 3 bans, Hardwire, 2K, and Pride of Alteris.
Okay.
Looks like Aiden isn't too happy with the the map bans from Tactical Cat. And Blackburn's final one. So those are the banned maps.
Okay, so Hardwire and what else? Sorry.
Let's say Hardwire, Pride of Alteris, 2K, and Blackburn.
Okay. Alrighty. And let's see what we're gonna play.
So we have Berlingrad, Curious Minds, and Glittering Ashes. So Glittering Ashes is a large map, so that's generally not considered too great for Terran, but in this case I think it'll favor the Protoss. But Curious Minds and Berlingrad are both very small maps, so that would be better for aggressive pushes.
Right. I like some of the siege positions that you can have on Curious Minds with some of the ramps there close to the third.
Yes.
It can really help, hey?
Okay, looks like first map is Glittering Ashes.
Okay. What maps are left? Curious Minds in Berlingrad? Yeah, okay. Perfect.
Berlingrad, nice. Okay.
Okay. Alright, just give me one sec. And then Curious Minds. Man, I really like Curious Minds. As all 3 races, I know it has its advantages or whatever, but I don't typically veto maps anyways, so whatever advantage I could be getting from maps, I'll just kind of throw away. I just like, I don't know, I feel like aesthetically it's a very pleasing map to play on. And we're starting to see it. It's picked, but it's usually in the 3rd map, so. Okay. Cool.
I think on average, these 2 players are slightly higher in skill level. You know, kind of like the gold one, 2.6, 2.7k. So
yeah,
their games might be a little more solid, little cleaner.
Right. I think Aiden was saying, or sorry, Kenosua, Aiden. Everybody has 8 names here, but Aiden was saying that he has experience playing against some Diamond Zergs apparently too. So. Should be a bit more standard, right? Might even start seeing some meta stuff, you know?
Yep, that should be interesting. I've definitely played Tactical Cat before a couple times, but...
Okay, we'll get the game loaded up here. Glittering Ash is our first map. Berlingrad is our second. Curious Minds, if we need it, is our third. Again, me in the game. I don't want to play. Hopefully he picks the right race there. Okay, he does. Okay, GLHF, guys.
So we only have 1 Zerg. Well, we only had 1 Zerg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, should we change the game server?
Oh yeah.
We could do west, or switch between west and central.
We could. Yeah, it does pick the best, but yeah, if he's gonna have 200, that's not good. He's from west, right?
Yeah, he's in Singapore. So.
Sorry, East. Tactical Cat's from East server or East Coast?
Yes.
Okay, I'll swap it to West. Just hop out of that lobby if you can, and we'll get going.
Yep.
Options. Western US. Okay. Oh, I just picked it.
Still on Eastern. Oh, you have to change the settings in your in the menu.
I just did.
I did.
I don't know if it's saved. That was weird. Let me try one more time. There we go. Okay, that should work. There's a little checkbox I missed. All right.
Yep.
Did it work? Oh, Tactical Cat. Let's go. Come out. Come out. I know I just did it 3 times, but let's do it one more time.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, that's on west. So.
Yeah. Okay, I will swap myself. Aiden's gonna pick Protoss. All right, there we go.
Here we go.
Cool.
Round 2.
All right.
Okay, should I introduce the Terran since I'm definitely not going to be biased or anything?
Yeah, do it up. Yeah, you know a bit more about Tactical Cat, and I know a bit more about Aiden.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And you're the Protoss player here.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start with Kenosua, and then move on. Okay. Okay, spawning down here in the bottom left of Glittering Ashes, we have another player of many names, but in the game we're going to call him Kenosua. He's hailing from Singapore. He is Kenosua. It's very like Japanese sounding. Super cool.
Yeah. All right then, on the top right, with the best race in the game, we have Tactical Cat.
Speaking of Japanese. That's Japanese, isn't it? I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Very
yeah,
cool.
that's my clan's tag.
Oh, sick. Very nice.
Actually, I think that's Chinese. Yeah, it's Chinese.
Is it? Okay, I don't even know.
Yeah. Oh.
I recognize Korean from Starcraft, and that's it.
Yep.
I was actually trying to learn Korean for a bit. I got to the point where I could like recognize super basic sentences, but like I don't know, beyond that, couldn't write it. I can say like thank you and stuff like that, and I could surprise people who I could tell were Korean, right? And that's a cool thing to do. That's the part I like about languages. It's kind of just like, surprising the random northern person, up in BC, Canada, who's happens to be Korean. They really wouldn't expect people to know that kind of stuff, so it's kind of cool for me. But yeah, cool. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting a standard game. We went Gate, Cybercore into Nexus. And the second pylon. Yep, totally standard.
Cool, very good. And a mineral focus here too as well. Sometimes you can see him take 2 gases right off the bat and tech up to something like Stargate, and even drop the Stargate right around now before they get a warp gate. It kind of saves that extra 50 gas, and you can get that faster Stargate. I'm not sure if we'll see the Phoenix play versus Terran. I know that can be a common thing in Masters, but down here I think we're gonna see some basic like blink or charge, that kind of stuff coming out of Aiden.
Yeah, Phoenix are they can be challenging, so I think there's usually reserved for higher level plays.
Yeah.
Although this quick adapt, I mean that's not very common to see, I think, at these lower levels either. So it'll be interesting to see how Tactical Cat defends.
Yeah,
he's going 2 adepts.
He's got the unit behind as well, so we can afford to send that adept across the map and not lose a bunch of probes to that Reaper. However, he does spend a second chrono in doing that. So we will see if he can send this adept and poke at that SCV that's building that CC. If you manage to get your adept across quickly enough to do that, you can hamper a Terran's initial build so much.
Oh no, the wall wasn't complete.
Oh my god, that's right. The barracks was displaced a little bit there. Oh, he's gonna start working on these SCVs.
Oh no, and the Tactical Cat finished the wall, but now the Marine's stuck.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is rough. The SCVs do get pulled. I'd like to see a shade here to try and save the adept. He does have it available.
Oh no, 3 SCVs already.
Yeah.
No, the Reaper's right up position.
Oh, the Reaper! I've done that so many times where you like send your units to go defend and they're just hanging out right next to
not
him.
quite. Yeah.
Brutal.
Okay, I mean, 4 SCVs is not game losing, but that's definitely significant damage.
Okay.
Although we have a Widowmine drop coming up.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it looks like we're doing kind of a Widowmine drop. This is a favorite of mine when I play against Protoss. Especially around Diamond, people just don't react quickly enough, right? And if anybody's seen, not to self-promote or anything, I got a little video about how to do it properly. There's different ways to do it, but the method that I prefer is flying the medevac over, dropping, and then selecting everything, and it'll default to the medevac. So then you'd have to tab to the mine and then burrow them, but it should burrow those mines instantly as soon as they drop out.
Yeah.
We'll see if that happens. I've seen some Widowmine drops get executed, and it's kind of just all of them drop in the same spot, and then they, you know, scatter around when units start attacking them. So we'll see how effective it is. But
so we have a DT shrine from Kenosua, or Kenosua.
Yeah.
Tactical Cat does have an engineering bay, but no turrets yet. So
very good, very good. Would you say that their play is very solid as a Terran? Like, they don't forget missile turrets, that kind of thing? Are they forgetful when it comes to that kind of stuff, or do they generally cover all their bases?
I think, well, the thing with missile turrets is you don't really build them until late game, you know, based off your builds. Some builds are just too tight that you can't really afford them, so you really need a scout before you would do that. It looks like with the Widowmine drop, Tactical Cat should be scouting it, but I don't know. I mean, our Tactical Cat definitely forgets.
Oh my god. Okay, the DTs are happening right now. Tactical Cat does know that something's up, but he's also focused on the Widowmine drop. Are we going to see it happen? Yes, we are. They are going to drop in the same spot, but he is controlling them. We're also seeing DTs going to the main of Tactical Cat at the same time. These Widowmines do go off. They're getting 11 kills. And there's also 11 kills for the DTs. Scans do go down, but there's no units there to defend. It's just the SCVs. So, oh my god, all of these SCVs are going to get ravaged. 26, 27 kills. The Reaper now. Oh my god. Oh, it's down to these last 3 Marines. They're going to kill that last DT, but he does have the Warp Prism here. He is able to warp in some more DTs. However, these Widowmines are going to fire again as well. 1 DT still in the natural as well. Oh my god, all of a sudden we have no workers left.
Yeah.
5
Terrans
workers for
5, yeah, 5 workers to 26.
Yeah.
That's not, this is not going well.
Oh man, the scan was good, but there were just no units in play. That's the issue with going with a Widowmine drop. You have to be on it with the rest of your production to be able to have something at home, just in case you do happen to get hit at that exact same moment. Oh, that was very good timing on behalf of Kenosua.
Yep.
The Widowmines, I believe, got picked up, or yeah.
I think they were cleaned up. They were killed.
Very nice. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be kind of just one last push here just to finalize the damage. He knows how much damage he got done there, and he is going to have some high ground vision too, so that tank is probably going to get destroyed pretty quickly.
Yeah, and we still don't have any missile turrets, so that DT is still going to stay hidden.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that army is...
It's looking scary.
Yeah.
He is able to take the natural again, but yeah, it is just going to come down to this fight. He even moves the tank down as well. Oh, we're going to warp in the main too. How is he going to react here? He does have a Viking, so he should be able to take out that War Prism, unless these stalkers kill the Viking. But yeah, the tank's going down.
We're seeing the beginnings of double prong, so that's cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good, well executed attack. But I mean, even if he just moved through the natural, it wouldn't have mattered.
Right. Oh, that's the danger of DTs, man. They just do so much damage so quickly.
Yep.
Especially if you have more than one, you know, they even do so much damage just by themselves, but having 3 or 4 together and not running SCVs can cause game-ending damage, as we saw. And with that, Scan's gonna run out too, and that DT even still stays alive. GG, Kenosua takes game 1 on Glittering Ashes.
Power of the DTs.
The power of the DTs is right. Protoss OP. Terran, obviously, Imba. Nerf Terran, right?
I mean, yeah, I would say nerf DTs, but they just did so.
Oh, yeah, I guess, eh? What did they nerf again? What was the...
They gave him an attack delay after blinking.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
So, it's very minor, it doesn't actually impact like any of us, like not even me. So.
Yeah.
Map 2 is fairly incredible.
Right. We're even still seeing some of that move where in high level PvT, we're still seeing some of those DT flanks even after that nerf. So these are the kind of nerfs that I like to see, not like completely meta changing, but just kind of little corrections here or there, right? As I will boot up the next game here on Berlingrad. It's unfortunate we didn't see a missile turret there for Tactical Cat. That would have changed things completely. Or at least having some units in play back at home. It was a good Widowmine drop. It did get some damage, but just not quite as much as the DTs with nothing to kill them. The scan again was good, but just nothing there.
Yeah, and DTs can be challenging, I mean, for any race, because they can just do so much damage so quickly, and because they one-shot workers, you won't get an alert notification on your map, so you have to really pay a lot of attention.
Right.
Actually, I don't think that. I think you do get an alert notification, but
every time I am getting attacked by DTs or something in my main specifically, there's always other stuff going on, and I think it kind of like, you know, the audio alert gets overwritten by something else, and I look at my main and there's nothing left in it. I'm like, when did that happen? That's probably the worst part of my game. I used to be so on it with minimap awareness and, you know, like seeing drops coming in, that kind of stuff. It's just not there right now.
Yeah, I like to tell people you should spend, you know, 40-50% of your time in game just staring at your minimap.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, perfect. Good job there on the race check. Okay, I'm gonna ask the players if they're good to go, and we'll hop into game 2 on our second group in the bracket.
After this match, I believe we're doing best of 5s.
Yeah, so that's something that for some reason it's been wrong on both the brackets. It says best of 5s, I think, on the Liquipedia page, and it says best of 3s on the Matcherino. And in the actual overview, under the rules and all that, it says best of 3s up until the finals, in which case the finals are best of 5s.
Okay.
But yeah, we will be into the semis, I believe. Shiro is advanced, and then Tactical Cat versus Aiden. We're gonna figure out. Okay. Yeah. Man, this Matcherino bracket is ravaged. It is completely destroyed. Okay, good here. All right, perfect.
It'll be interesting to see what Aiden does this game. You know, I know some people consider DTs like that cheese, but it was technically a macro build up until 2 bases. So.
Yeah, that's the thing with this guy. He's very known for, at least in the games that I played so far, he's very known for solid play, but also he's capable of throwing in those cheeses here or there. I'm not surprised that he's doing well so far. I don't think the pressure really gets to him either. That's another thing too with some of these newer players, is they're not quite used to that pressure of a tournament setting, but he seems to be doing pretty well in that. Okay, spawning up here in the top left of Berlingrad, we have currently the Protoss, who is up 1-0 in this best of 3. He is Kenosua.
Alright, and in the bottom right, the blue Terran with a good Widowmine drop, but falling short because of DT's last game, we have Tactical Cat.
And I wonder if we're going to see anything different because of the map choice, Berlingrad. Could you talk about specifically what it's like playing Terran on Berlingrad? I know that you played at really intense TVT the other day on this map.
It was, yeah, you're right. Okay. The big thing to me really is the third location, really how close is the third base, because Terrans usually take triangle, right? Allows you to be more aggressive, but in the same sense also makes it more vulnerable. So with a map like this, the position or the distance from your natural to your third is pretty much as short as you'll ever get, whereas on some other maps it's a lot bigger. So that to me allows you to be a lot more aggressive and taking third with a little earlier.
Right. Oh, a little bit of an error already. We got four SCVs on gas. That's some of the things that'll happen too. That's me as a player for sure in a tournament, is those little mistakes start to happen a lot more and more. Yeah, it looks like the rallies just set there. Oh my god. Yeah, I like the idea of the triangle base as a Terran, especially if you're going siege tanks. They just cover so much of the same ground. Yeah. And it can be kind of confusing as a newer Terran player to figure out where to put your tanks, that it covers everything. You can have things sieged up in the main, but if you take that other third, it's not helping out, right? Whereas if you have it up on the high ground here, you are covering your third. Yeah, we are seeing the Reaper go across as well. We'll see how much damage he can get done. Looks like he's going to have an appropriately timed adept as well, following it up with another second adept behind. So I think he'll go for that same strategy again.
I think the Terran's wall is still misplaced, but I think my barracks is one position off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, a little bit of a supply block, not too bad, but looks like he'll have 2 Marines for the adept. The adept in the main, if you micro properly, oh my god, actually it still does take out the Reaper anyways, because it does change directions last minute. But as I was saying, there's going to be only 1 Marine right now, but a second one popping. And here comes that, like you say, oh, even the depot's down. That adept is going to make it back into the main again. This time SCV's pulled almost immediately. Yeah, very good job, very good.
Oh, by the way, guys, mules can't fight, so if you're pulling SCVs to help with your army, don't pull mules.
That's right. It looks like the same strategy. We're gonna see some Widowmine drops, or Widowmine drop coming out. I wonder if we'll see the same thing out of Kenosua. We do have 2 gas in the main, nothing in the natural yet, but that doesn't mean he won't just pop down a DT shrine at some point. He's gonna need 150 gas. It's possible that it does go down soon. Yeah, right there. So yeah, we're seeing basically the identical game. Hopefully a bit better executed by Tactical Cat. I'd like to see a bit more defense at home, or at least with that eBay having a turret up. It doesn't look like there's going to be an eBay this time around though. Yet. Yeah, that War Prism is getting chronoed out right now. Only 2 gates, so yeah, 3 gates so far, so that should be enough. I think, I can't remember what the actual build's supposed to be. I think it is 3 gate DT. I'm used to 4 because of the Archon drop in PVZ, but I think in PVT it's fine to have 3. I can't remember. Aiden's putting up that pylon just to kind of scout to see if a medevac's coming in, and at the same time we have that War Prism going across the map. They're not quite crossing paths, but they are.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, almost at the center of the map there together. The difference being there is a Widowmine kind of back here. It could help if he puts it in position. It looks like he's going to. So, oh, with the Viking as well, we might see the Viking Widowmine combo on that War Prism. However, he is going to send out 1 DT alone, and then this Widowmine drop was going to the main, sees the pylon, and then decides to go over the robo, and then no, what is he gonna do? Oh, he's not boosting either. That stalker is getting some damage on that medevac, let me tell you.
DTs are in the naturals.
DTs are absolutely ravaging. Yeah, you're right. Oh my god. Okay, 3 Widowmines going down. They're all burrowed in the same spot. Are we gonna see, oh my god, did the War Prism die? I think it did. Yeah, the Widowmine shot, and then these Marines I'm pretty sure killed off. Or does 1 Widowmine? I think 1 Widowmine kills a War Prism. Oh my god. Okay, so much better defense already. Even though there was some SCVs that went down, it wasn't 25, you know, so.
That's true. And the Protoss isn't mining from their naturals, so their income is actually still in favor of the Protoss, but not by a significant margin.
Right. And let's not forget, Terran this whole time is still getting energy from mules, so it's possible he can come back, just slam down a bunch of mules, get a bunch of that mineral, and come right back. Okay. Oh, the scan? Is he gonna drop the Vikings? I don't think that's gonna be enough to kill it in time. Yeah, not quite. And now he's losing the Vikings. Oh, the second scan. I think he might actually killed it. Yeah, he kills the Viking too. 2 Vikings for free. Oh, but he tries to go up the ramp while that scan is still there, so that DT does eventually go down. 3rd base on the way for Kenosua. It looks like he's a lot. Yeah, he's still in a good position, much like game 1. His economy is a lot further ahead than Tactical Cat's. You never know with Terrans too, especially in ZVT when they go a 3 CC opener. Even if you do some damage early on, they can get right back in the game. It's almost like chrono boosting SCVs by having that third CC, but we're not going to see that here. We are going to see a bunch more.
5 barracks.
Yeah, a bunch more barracks coming down.
On 511 on 2 bases is if you don't upgrade, don't make any workers, you can support 511 production, but it's basically an all-in. So. Which honestly I think is a good choice. I mean, after taking such economic damage, you're not really
Going to get back in the game, so an all-in is your best bet. Yeah, Tactical Cat seems to be catching up in the army supply. Kenosua is still quite a far ways ahead, but we'll see. Meals are definitely quite powerful.
That observer is just keeping tabs on absolutely everything. That's another thing with lower rank players, the ability to see the stealth unit. It can be kind of hard. There's a little trick you can do if you move your camera up and down. You can kind of see the shimmer a bit better.
Yep.
And we'll see if he actually discovers that. His army's parked right underneath that, as Aiden Kenosua takes a 4th base as well. This is looking like kind of a runaway, at least economically. And now a supply block for Tactical Cat. Unfortunate.
Actually, they're both supply blocked right now.
Yeah, that's right. This is the kind of stuff where, like, you just don't see it in pro games, you know? So you're like, oh, how does this play out? Like, how long are they going to be supply blocked for, you know?
And actually, if Kenosua just stays at home, if he just keeps macroing, like, sure, that will allow him to get farther ahead, but it will also allow Tactical Cat to get back into the game. So I actually think his best bet would be to attack about now.
Yeah. We'll see if maybe there's some upgrades finishing here. There is +1 attack, and he is chrono boosting him, so maybe that's his plan, is to get some upgrades going first and then maybe hit once he's maxed. But yeah, as you say, the longer he waits, the more he's giving Tactical Cat a chance to get back in the game.
Oh, nice. Looks like we're getting some disruptors, so that's going to be some very interesting play. I think disruptors are, like, to me, they're harder to control than they are to dodge. But
yeah, it's tough. Also, like, the default bind is V, and it's like Phoenix. When you're controlling Phoenix or disruptors, you have to hit 2 and then G and 2 and V, and it's just kind of an awkward hand movement. So a lot of times you'll hit the wrong button. You're sitting there hitting C and nothing's happening. Meanwhile, you're walking them into a bunch of stimmed bio. But if they do connect, they can be absolutely devastating. And I'd almost like it as if, or I'd almost like it to be kind of opposite scenarios here. Like, if the Protoss was behind and you go disruptors, it can be quite the catch-up mechanic. So I'm kind of hoping that Tactical Cat finds a way to play defensively. Maybe you'll utilize the tanks in good positions to be able to do the same thing and come back in this game.
Yeah, I can definitely say it. I don't think Tactical Cat should be moving out. Just stay at home here. If the Protoss isn't going to attack you, then yeah, that's great. Just keep building up your economy, keep building up your army, and wait until you're maxed out.
Right. Especially as a Terran too, maybe you can get a couple drops off. I've lost games when I'm ahead just due to poorly managed drops in the mid game and late game, and they come back and win.
Yep.
Especially if you look over at the 4th, at the 12 o'clock position, there doesn't seem to be much back there. No cannons, nothing like that. Not even a shield battery. So that's the kind of damage that he could look to get. Yeah. I don't know if Kenosua is going to let that happen, though. It looks like he's happy taking more bases, but not necessarily building more of an army. He's kind of just sitting on a bunch of money right now. Maybe drop down a bunch of pylons and finish maxing out, because right now it's almost looking equal again, at least in the army supply.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting worried for Kenosua, because he's just building Colossi and Disruptors, and Vikings, Marauders, those are counters, so he's not really taking up, he's just building a bigger army.
That's right.
And he's split up here, but I think
this can be good, attacking from 2 angles here, but that's not necessarily what you want, I would imagine, with these Colossus. You want to clump everything up. Here goes a shot from the Disruptor, actually killing its own Zealots.
I think Tactical Cat's going to hold. I mean, this is like a total cleanup.
Very good. Very nice here.
Nice.
Perhaps a tactical, a bit of indecision there from Aiden, kind of choosing to two sides to attack from. Normally that's the Terran that'll do that against Colossus, kind of just to spread their army around and reduce the effect of that AoE. But that was kind of a poorly managed fight on the half of Kenosua.
Yeah, it's possible he didn't intend to split up, right? It could have just A-moved and his army just accidentally
That's
split
correct.
up, but...
Yeah. We're seeing a lot of charge lots here. I wonder if we'll see a siege. Yeah, we're seeing a siege tank.
Okay.
The DTs might get away with doing some damage here. No, a scan goes down, and some kiting would be nice here for Tactical Cat, and now a move command, and these zealots and DTs are just going to rip those marauders to shreds.
Yeah.
And only the medevacs remain. So another equalization. This is kind of common with gold games, is you'll have people who will throw, like who throws less kind of thing, but it could still happen again. Especially with this Colossus kind of out front, maybe some medevacs, or sorry, no, I thought they were Vikings. I guess they got shot down by the Stalkers.
Oh, looks like a command move again.
Yeah, move command. Oh, another scan, so those DTs are going to be revealed, but I don't know if they're going to be killed. Not enough units there to make use of that scan, and now it wears away, and those DTs are just going to go to town again. And now we're losing a third. We do still have the fourth on the half of Tactical Cat, but we need the army, and as a Terran, you're kind of limited with how much army can come out at one time, right? So this is kind of an advantage that Kenosua can take advantage of. He can push that advantage, make it up onto the into the main and directly on top of the production, and then you're basically just fighting Marines at a time at that point.
Yes, definitely. And it looks like the Protoss is, he's put down 3 Stargates, so it looks like he's going to go into Sky Toss, carriers, Tempests.
Right.
And now he gets a High Templar, so more Arc Run. Yeah, this isn't looking very good for the Terran.
Right. 12 SCVs going down and back down to 2 bases against the 6 of Kenosua. Again, they're not necessarily fully up and running yet, but it's kind of a runaway economically. And if you look at the supply, it kind of tells the story of the game right now. Oh, okay.
Well, 1 free Colossus.
Yeah, I guess we're just, going on a stroll here. All right. That's the kind of stuff that can happen, but I think at this point it might be a bit too late. Vikings showing up, but there's not
too much
for them to hit. Yeah, I think we're gonna see some GG action happening right here, especially with these SCVs going down. All of these units in the back kind of just running around, but yeah, okay. All those SCVs going down now too.
Yeah, I think that's GG.
Yeah. There's nothing much.
That was a solid macro game though, some back and forth.
Yeah, definitely. I like that it opened up the same way, and we were able to see a bit of adapting out of him too.
And
okay, GG's called.
Yes.
Very nice.
Also, Tactical Cat never once built turrets that game.
Yeah, that's unfortunate to see as a Terran, I guess,
Yeah.
All right. Wow. That was still a pretty good fight, though, that they took defending. Again, it was partly due to the fact that Kenosua's army was split up a little bit, but he was able to defend there pretty well, and then unfortunately took a bad fight on the other side of the map, but definitely he had potential to win that for sure.